Well, that was a very eventful day today of our promotions and our planning. We got a lot of new signups. We got 7 new signups yesterday. We had 2 so far today. We might even have more now because I haven't gone back and looked, but we're getting great results from the work that we're putting in. Again, we're only putting in typically an hour to 90 minutes, some days a little less than an hour. So around an hour a day. And we've been doing it now for 9 days straight. And every single one of those 9 days, we've gotten at least 2 signups. Consistent work leads to consistent results. And as you grow your list, you're going to be able to have that consistent list building grow into consistent sales and consistent income when the list gets big enough to generate daily results. So if you were in here and you were only promoting for, let's say, 15 minutes. So you came in and all you had was 15 minutes, and you came in and you did whatever promotions you could and earned whatever credits you could for 15 minutes. And you were getting, let's say, 1 new sign up a week. We're getting 2 a day by spending an hour. So if you were less consistent or you weren't putting as much effort into it and you were getting 1 new sign up a week, well, at the end of a year, you're going to have 50 people on your email list. If you're promoting the way we're promoting, at the end of a year, you're going to have 1,500 people on your email list. Well, once you have a list that is big enough and you're talking to enough people and you're emailing them every day with building trust, getting them to know, like, and trust you, making offers to them, then you start to see results. When the list is big enough, then you know when you send a good offer to that list, somebody's going to buy something. And that's reliable online income. That's what we're trying to do here. We don't want to be like, well, I never know. Maybe I might make 50 bucks this month. I might make 0. What we want is consistent income that you can count on to pay your bills and to grow your business is the holy grail of what we're looking for. Consistent income comes from consistent effort over a period of time. If you keep trying something new, you keep jumping in, you keep digging that hole, but you only get a foot deep, and then you go pick another place to dig a hole, which is the way most people try to make money online, jumping from program to program and never going truly deep enough to ever get results. Then you're going to be one of those people who falls into the 98 or 99% of people who don't even ever make $100. But if you follow a proven plan, like building an audience and list of people who know, like, trust you, then that's how you get into the 1% of the people who actually are getting results from their effort. But you don't get there after a week. You don't, I'm not there, haven't made any sales to the 38 people that I've put on my list thus far, because 38 people isn't enough to expect to sell yet. I have to keep going. Just like if you send 100 visitors to your lead capture page, you can't say, oh, gee, my lead capture page is no good, because 100 visitors isn't enough to be able to judge your results. Well, 38 people on your email list isn't enough to be able to judge your results. You need hundreds, multiple hundreds. And it can take you years to get multiple hundreds because you're just not putting in the effort, or it can take you a month or 2 to get multiple hundreds. That's all up to you. You could do it in days once you have the knowledge to be able to know how to manage your conversions, to know how to pick a high converting offer, and a little bit of money to be able to spend on ads. I know some people that added 50 people to their list in the last 2.5 days because they're using paid ads. And that allows them to generate unlimited amounts of traffic. So they have thousands of visitors a day and they get tons of signups. But don't do paid ads until you figure out how the system works. until you have a way to be able to track your numbers so that you know what ads are working and what ads aren't working, so that you know what is it costing you for each ad to get one sign up on your list. So this whole process of doing the 1,000 sign up challenge is teaching you what you need to know in order to be able to grow. I like that. What you need to know in order to be able to grow. And you're learning that. And if you're doing that and you're taking these steps and you made the changes to your spreadsheet today and you're learning about how to track all these numbers, then you have the knowledge. And when you have the knowledge and a little bit of experience behind it, then you can go to the next level. You can jump, you can expand, you can buy traffic. Try buying one ad and say, how did that work out? Did I get enough traffic to be able to judge whether it was good or not? If you like the results, maybe buy another ad. The great thing about web advertising is you can start by spending very small amounts of money. So even if you have a very small budget, you can start by spending $10. Spend $10 on some ads and see, well, did that get me 4 or 5 signups? If it did, then it was a good $10 spent. Maybe you want to spend 10 again next month. Figure out your budget and go with it. But you can't go out into the woods with a shotgun and just shoot in all directions. You can't go out and just say, I'm going to spend $500 on ads when you don't know anything about advertising. You don't have any way to track where the signups are coming from. That's a waste of money. You're going to get taken advantage of by people who are going to tell you their ads are great and they're going to turn out to be junk. But if you go out and you can do a little buy and you can see the results you got from that, and then you can say, okay, I know if I got this from spending $10, if I spend 100, I should get 10 times as much. Let's try 100 and see if that works. And maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe you won't get any more for 100 than you did for 10. And you say, okay, I'm not going to do that again. It's lessons, it's experiments, because everything we do as online marketers is a marketing experiment. Every time we go out and we try a different lead capture page or we try a different advertising source, it's an experiment. And some of those experiments will work and some of those experiments won't. Nobody is 100% all the time. The key is keep experimenting. If you do an experiment and you take a very small risk and it doesn't work out, well, you only lost $10. So you take $10 and you try something else. And then if that doesn't work, you take $10, you try something else. When you find something that does work, then you go deeper and you say, okay, it worked for $10. Will it work for 20? Will it work for 50? Will it work for 100? Do I get 10 times the results if I spend 100? And you take it up in small little increments, because no ad will work with unlimited growth. You can go out to Facebook and you can buy Facebook ads and you can say, I can reach millions of people. And you absolutely can. And it's a great advertising medium if you know what you're doing. But as you scale and spend more and more on ads, typically your results are going to go down. And if you have been watching the videos for this challenge, you know why. Because some of the people who are seeing your ads have already seen them. Some of the people have already bought. They've already signed up. There's some market saturation happening. The market has seen your ads and you're paying to show the ads to the same people already. So you're going to end up with more repetition. So typically, the more you spend, the more expensive each sign up or each lead becomes. And the question is, how much can you spend before it gets too expensive? And these are the lessons you learn as you grow. But it starts by making sure that you're doing whatever you can every day to grow your list and get more signups. And if you've got more time than money, you can earn that traffic by trading your time for money on sites like SafeList, etc. If you've got some money to spend in addition to your time, then that allows you to grow a little faster once you know how to spend that money intelligently. So I hope that helped today. And make sure you join us back tomorrow for the next day of the challenge. It'll be intriguing to see how many signups we get. Maybe we'll get a lot. Maybe we won't, because every time we send an ad, it's an experiment.